Hello everyone, hope you're all well. So I have been busy creating a little journal. So this is a gift for someone. So it's not, I did mention a little while ago that I'm going to make a shabby chic one, but this isn't it. This is just, well, not just, it's a journal for somebody who I think would like this sort of style. So it's a mixture of book pages, and it's just a very eclectic journal. It's not, you know, it doesn't have a theme or anything like that. It's a lot of florals in it and what have you. I'm not going to do a flip through right now, but what I thought I'd do is just sort of create some decorations for it. I've made a few. You know, I've sort of added little bits like that in. I might back that so that, or I might leave it so that the person who's receiving this will be able to do something with that. But yeah, so some of it I've put in little cards and things like that into the pockets, but I want to do more decoration. So this was a page, part of the page, a page that was in there, and I liked it, but I didn't like the other side, so I ended up taking it out, and I'm just wondering if I can do something with it. Now it could be a tip in, or it could, I was thinking it could be, looks like it could tip in like that maybe. Like that, and then just have it, I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I'll see what else. So I'm going to end up going through it, so I wanted to add something to this. So this is a little piece of paper on there, but I want to add something to it, just to make it a little bit, embellish it a little bit more. I'm not sure what. Well, that's quite nice. Quite like that, but I feel it's too dominating. I'm just wondering if maybe two pieces might be quite nice. No, I'm not sure, just one piece. That's nice. The only thing is it's the background colour. It's yeah, I think just take the I might put those two together and have those two on there, because I feel they're more in keeping. So yeah, I think I'll do that, and I'll keep this bright one away. But let's see, how did they connect, or did they connect? No, they can't have connected like that, so maybe this won't work. Not sure. I'm just going to glue them on. I don't think it matters too much in terms of. I'll just grab a board. Yeah, I need to make some more of these. They're so, I love them. So that goes like that. I mean, I could just put them together like that. Yeah, obviously I took this off the other piece, so yeah, I'll just glue them together. I don't think it matters. Actually, I put that way around there, and that like that. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. The weather's changed again. It's sort of, now it's very windy, and but I like it because, well, I don't like the wind, I must admit. I'm not keen on wind, even though it's very useful. Splashing my roses about, splashing all the plants about at the moment. But I had a massive thunderstorm after that very hot weather that we had at the weekend, and it freshened the air, and just wondering whether to put something here, like a little, I like to put a little piece of fabric or something. That's nice. It's a bit weird though on its own. Needs more of a ribbon, I think. So I'll leave it for a minute and put that back for now. I mean, it's decorated enough, I think. It's so small. But it's a nice little piece. But it's just it wanted something maybe to come out here. It's not a sort of a fully sort of, you know, fabric-y journal anyway. So done a little fold out there. Added some more of those. And you've seen that. Not much I can do with this, I think. It's fairly straightforward. I added that. It's a bit skewy though. Let's see. I don't like it when that happens, but not much I can do about it, I don't think. I mean, I could put maybe some gold down there just to hide that. Or is that too much? Maybe I could put a piece of lace there. Let me get my... This is easy to grab when I want something, so... And I could put something like that there, and that's sort of... It's a bit stiff there, so I think I might have used it and then pulled it off something. Yeah, I'm tempted by that. I think I'll do that. All right, now, yeah, I would normally use this, so I think I'll use... No, I better not, because it is a bit stiff. I'll use my acetate glue for this. There. Okay, and then, so let's just measure it. So it needs to be cut off there. Yeah, I had a lovely weekend. I went to Harrogate with my sister and niece. We had a look around the shops, we had some lunch, it was very nice. Harrogate's a lovely town if anybody hasn't been. It's a spa town, a bath spa town, and it's beautiful, you know, old buildings, architecture, and also lots of expensive shops, lots of cheapy shops. So, you know, you can, and lots of cafes and bars and things like that, and restaurants. So a nice day out. There's a Betty's Tea Room. Betty's Tea Room in the UK are a famous tea room. You know, it's sort of like the old-fashioned style tea room, and it's very popular. Sometimes they have people queuing up outside, but there weren't any when we were there. But we didn't go into Betty's. We went to a little hidden cafe around some antique shops. We sort of went in the antique shop, but we came out again because you know, we were looking. Well, we weren't there to do antique shopping specifically, but you know, but anyway, we came out. I wasn't too bothered about looking around antique shops at that point. I did get some linens from charity shop, and I'll show you those at some point as well. So I've got, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't know if you can see that. It's got that lovely impression. I did some dyeing with berries. Didn't get great results from the berries itself, but I like the fact that it's sort of turned this pink, and then I put underneath sort of a plastic doily mat thing that's created those nice. I'm just wondering whether to put something there or let the person who gets the journal put something there to do some writing on. I was so indecisive yesterday. I worked all day yesterday in here, and I just don't know what. I'm struggling all the time with journaling at the moment. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, I could add something like that. Goes nice with that. Let's just take a piece off. Sorry, you won't be able to see that. Yeah, just struggling with it, and I need to get back on the horse. Well, that's pretty, but should I add it as a flip out and then you can write on there? Yeah, I think I will. So I think I'm just going to make it slightly smaller. It takes up too much, I think. Yeah, well, let's take it off here. Oops. My desk is pretty full at the moment. That's better, I think. And I might add another layer on top just to give it a couple of layers for interest. So if I add another layer of something, let's see what I've got here. I might have to got that. No, I might have to look somewhere. I'm just looking for something that you could write on at the same time. So I just apologise for being, could have used that. What about that? Yes, let's have those two. I'll put those there and then you can flip them out. And so what I'm going to do, I think I might staple them. I need to take a little bit off the edge. They're too wide. Take it off this edge. Yeah. I want to take a bit more of the pink off, just so you get the colour behind. No, right, let's see. Well, we don't get much. I'm going to do it again. Shouldn't be this hard, guys, but this is just how I roll. I make things so much harder for myself. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so now I'm thinking whether to staple it on. I think I will. Yeah, I mean, I could always add, excuse my arm, I could always add a piece of fabric over the top even as well, if I wanted to. Now, should I add 2 staples or just 1? I think that's enough. Yeah. Okay, good. Just something added detail to do some writing on. And this might be quite nice here. Maybe not. I should have put something underneath there, and I didn't, obviously, but never mind. I've got this. This is actually a tuck. It's a bit thick, but it's a tuck spot. So let's see. Nope, not that. As I said, I'm just looking. I wonder if that could be cut down to size, sort of there. Because you could write on the back of there anyway. If I cut that off, I could have it. Yeah, let's cut some of it off and see. I'm not going to rip it because. So yeah, it's just a little craft with me. You know, as I've just been struggling a little bit. I don't know why I get like this sometimes. There we go. That takes that bit off, and then I didn't do that straight. Come on, Julie. Terrible for this. Sorry, you might not be able to see some of this, and I apologise, but just want to get there. That's, oh, I've done it again. Oh, wow. Right, hopefully that's better. I'm going to have to take this little bit off here. I need a guillotine of sorts. Right, so then I might take this off here. There. That's better. It's more of a card, isn't it? And then you can write on the back of there. And I will embellish it, I think. So I could have it that way, or I could have it this way, and I think I'll have it this way. And I think I'm going to embellish it with something pretty. Should I keep that? Yeah, keep it for now. While I'm doing this, not forever. So I could put a bit of lace on the top, or something. It needs something. I might have to get my other laces and things out, but I'll just check in here. But that would be pretty. How about some of that? Yeah, let's use some of this. I don't know why I didn't see this. I'm just going to take this off here because it's floppy, and I'm going to punch a hole in. So hopefully that's in the middle somewhere. Just chop. Oops. And then, shall we have it like this? Or I think I prefer it with both ends like this. Yeah, I think I prefer that just because it's more of an impact. So pop that in there, that'll do. And let's see how we're getting on. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. I mean, the only thing is it's not wanting to lay in there very well, but that'll be quite nice with the cover. I'll leave the cover for now. I won't show you the cover yet, because I'm not ultimately sure if I want to use the cover that I'm going to be thinking about. That could have gone in as well, you know. Let's see. Yeah. I like that page. I don't need to do anything to that. Centre, I don't think I'm going to do anything to that. I'll just let, although I could add 2 lace borders. Right, I'm definitely getting my laces out. Okay, well, where are they? Some in here. Let's see what we've got in here. Yeah, there. It's not the same. That looks bigger. This is more of a cream colour. This is just a small section of laces. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this on there. Right, just pop and go down there for a minute. Right, so let's do this. Now normally I use glue stick, So I'm going to try glue stick, and then, so I've got all this to play with, which is lovely, you know, this edge. So that will help me. Usually, for me, glue stick works. People complain about glue stick. Some people do, you know, that it doesn't work for them. But you know, and this isn't even an expensive glue stick. But I will test it later, and if it doesn't hold it, oops, there you go. If it doesn't hold it, I will put the other glue on. I just want to, because I normally use it, so it shouldn't be a problem. I just pulled it off then, so she said. Oh, I just want to get that in the right position. Okay, that's good. And then I'll cut off here, there, and then I'll do the other side, and that will make it really pretty. Just see which side folds up a little bit, because it does. I'll just use this side, it'll be fine. Do it a few times. Like I say, if it doesn't work, I will put the other type of glue down, so I'm not worried. It's easy to replace. Pull it in a little bit. So I know you're having a heat wave over in the US in places. We've had a heat wave here. It's cooled down now. I must admit I'm loving it, but it was too much for the flowers in the garden. You know, I was constantly watering and it was too much. So we needed a break in the heat, a break in it. So we've had that. Now it's windy and a bit chilly. Well, it's not chilly, it's 19 degrees. That's not chilly, but it isn't as warm, obviously. And it would be nice to have like I'm not keen on wind, as I said, at all. It stems back from when I was a child, and I've always struggled with my ears, and I had real earache from the wind, and it just sort of stuck with me. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Right, anyway, there we go. That was an easy job to do, and it's going to look lovely hanging over the edge like that. I'm going to have to get other things out because this is just very small. You know, it's just the scraps that were there. I've got other things here that I wanted to use. Got an envelope here, and I was thinking about adding this on. Oops, closed. Oh dear. Well, maybe that can become a pocket, a flip out and a pocket. If I cut that edge off, that would make a nice deeper pocket than what I have. I think I'm going to do that, and it will work. But I think what I'll do is I will decorate it first with something like that. Or actually, I've been eyeing up this. I'll take this off. This is beautiful. I think it might, actually I'm not sure. I was going to say Ruby and Pearl. It could be a couple of other people. It could be Raindrop Lila, or it could be Mill Download. It's beautiful though. I mean, really lovely, and I didn't remember it. I don't think it is Ruby and Pearl now when I think back. I think it's a Mill Download. Now, this is perfect for there. That is going on there, and that will look gorgeous in there. But, throw these away, I don't need them. I do recycle my papers, by the way. I've got a little recycling thing here just next to me. So, right, so that is definitely going on there now. Should it go on there? So that's a bit of writing space. Yes, it should, Julie. Okay. Right, now I have to remember I'm going to cut a little bit off the edge, so that if I take this right up to there and then just take that very thin slither, or I could have a top loading pocket, but anyway, I'll bear that in mind when I'm gluing it. This isn't a very good glue board. What are my other ones? It's a nice one. Yeah, that's perfect. Don't know what that is. Bit of fabric. I'm doing this side, aren't I? So I need to remember, so this is the top. I need to take it right to the top, but I still don't have enough. Well, it just depends how far. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to just, that's absolutely fine, Julie, being too fussy. So what I can do is just, you know, take an edge off there or have a top loading. But I'll see. I think it might be top loading. Because, well, let's just see. Yeah, it's slightly bigger, that's okay. And if I do it that way though, then it's when I put some tape on, unless I put the tape on the inside. Well, let's tape it on first. So what sort of tape do I want to use? Let's see, it's a bit messy this. I've got those colour, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, it's just white on the other side, so I can use anything really. This is one of my favourites. I think I'll use this. I bring this to the bottom, start at the top. And why is that out? Right. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot. Now I know that you haven't been able to see some of what I've been doing. Sorry about that. There. Right, if I start at the top. This is quite a sticky one, so I don't get the hold. I'm going to start there. Oops. There we go. Okay, so I might not need to put any on this side. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. And I'm hoping I don't have to. So that works. I just need to do something about that. I mean, I don't have to. It's not the end of the world. It's a writing space. So, and I'm going to cut this off here. Hopefully as straight as I possibly can. There. Just take Good. So then that becomes pocket, hopefully. There. And what I might do is, well, I'm not might, I'm going to do a notch. Shall I do a notch? Yeah, let's do a notch. Don't want a big notch, just enough. Good. Okay, cool. So that's nice, because then we've got something extra. We've got an extra pocket, and I love this, so happy with that. And we'll pop it back in. Yeah. Was that supposed to go? Was that supposed to be on that side? It doesn't matter. No, it was that side. Good. Okay, cool. Coming together. I wonder about... I don't think there's anything to do with that. I think I'll just leave that page. And that one's already done. This is already done. This doesn't need anything. That, I think, is fine. Yeah, I don't think I want to put anything there. Those two go nicely together, but I don't think I want anything there, so I'm going to leave that plain. Put a little bit of washi there to stop it from... Some pink. There. Okay. Right. Yeah, just to stop it from scratching someone. Love that. Like that. Wish I'd put something underneath that, but it doesn't matter. Got that nice tag now. Plain pages, 2 plain pages, which I don't mind, but I'm just wondering whether to add something there. Keep coming back to this little piece. What about that? Yeah, I think I'm going to add that. Should I add it to the top and extend the page a little bit? No. Trying to see where the bulk is. It's mostly at the bottom, I think. Should I put it at the top? Or should I make it into a belly band? How about a belly band? Haven't got a belly band. So yeah, I'm going to make a belly band with it. And I might say belly band again 3 times. Yeah, that will do, because alright, I will glue this on, The reason I'm leaving the edges because I don't need the edges. I only need to strengthen the you know, this bit here, because those are going to be glued onto the you know, onto the page, so they don't need it. Good. Okay, and then I'll cut off the excess. Actually, I should rip it. Let me just rip it off, because then it won't it will hopefully rip in the same places. Yep, that's fine. And there, that's fine. I will ink it, ink the edges. Like that. I rarely make belly bands, but why not? Why not? Okay. Yep, let's do that. So I need my precision glue. Oops. And I just want to put a little bit on the edges so that I've got enough space to tuck things in without taking up too much space. A little bit more on the edge there, okay. And then pop it there. Good. Oh, that's my own. Oh, that's not it. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Okay. It's just a grubby mark there, so I was thinking if I can get that off. I will try. I'll let that dry, and then I might add, well, I will add something under there. Okay, so we're on our way. I like that page as it is, so now I've got that, which is lovely on both sides. I'm not going to do anything to that page. I love this. It's just decorative, but it goes really well with the colours. This page is plain. I could put another belly band on. I could put a flip out. Or I could do nothing at all. I could do a top flip. Or a bottom flip. Or like I said, I could just leave it. I wanted something for there, a piece of lace. Not that. I'll have a think about that. This one is okay. I don't think I need to do anything. Just put a little card in there. I made it into a little postcard. It's type of postcard. I could put a real stamp on there, so I'll have a look for my stamps. That's nice. Don't mind that being plain. Got that page, or maybe I should do something with it. Just add some decoration. That's nice. But I'm going to just rip a bit of this off because I haven't got anything bright like this. I think it would be quite nice. So I'm just going to sort of estimate how much I want. So I want to maybe get this in. Okay, so that's, whoops, that. Now if I take off if I take off this, oh, how big do I want it? Should I? Yeah, if I take off that, and that, yeah, I like that. I do. I like the brightness of it. Yeah, I wanted something more. Now, if I'm going to make that a tip in, or a fold out, yeah, let's make it a fold out. I'm just wondering whether to leave that edge on. If I fold that over a little bit. Would that work? No, I preferred it as a thing, but now I've done that, sort of spoils it a little bit. But I prefer it as a whole page, so I'll just put some washi on. That's the same colour. Oh, I'll use that then. That was easy. Take this out. I just find it easier to take these things out. And then yeah. Oh, I didn't put my lid back on my glue. I'm not sure where it is. I might have to put a bit of glue on the end of this. They're quite sticky, but you know, you never know. And some are more sticky than others. So I just to be cautious. Sometimes I'll do it and sometimes I don't. This is really pretty though, like this. If I can get it. There. Nice. Sorry, you might not have seen that, sorry. I don't know why I'm struggling to keep in. I had on the other, when I turned the desk around, I had, let me just, there. There, and you don't, nobody's going to be bothered about. Oh, actually, I think I might have to put it on the inside. So I've got some showing, so I'll put some on the inside as well. Now I've got the other side down. I don't think I need to be too cautious about. Look. Need to be careful I don't stretch it too much. I've done that in the past. You know, you stretch and then it just bows the paper. There. Good. Good. Okay. So fold it in like that. And then you've got a pretty edge on the other side. I don't mind that at all. Good. So that will go in there. I really like that. I love the blue, how it's good. Right, now I could do something here. Do you need to find the lid for my glue? I might have to find another one. Let's see. I know this is very low key, so you know, I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I know some of you do enjoy craft along with me type. I'm going to cut this out. I need my big scissors. Oh, I don't need scissors, do I? Just rip it. I might be just over decorating now, you know, so I will review what I've done. You can overdo things. Sometimes it's nice to leave, you know, for the owner to have. And because this is a gift, I know there is going to be an owner, because I haven't sold any of my journals for some time, just out of choice. But there is a very special lady who I want to gift this to, and I think she'll like it. So I'm gonna no. Like, you don't want to overdo things. You just want to keep them simple, keep things simple. But it's nice to decorate as well. And then, you know, it gives, if it's decorated then, but you've got writing space like this, then you've got the best of both worlds. I just realised that's got some lines on it, that paper. I don't know if that's from my printer. Oh, I don't want to take it off. I think it's upside down as well. Oh well, never mind. Right, yeah, something grey and dull about this. I think I want something pretty. I want to use in here. It's purple and yellow there. Let's take one out. That would be nice. Right on the back. I'm just not, it doesn't work for me. I could make a tuck spot. I'll make a tuck spot, I think, from it instead. So if I cut it down here and then add it to there and make a tuck spot. Just brighten it up a little bit. The brighter the better. I wouldn't have said that a little while ago, but now I do think brighter the better. Okay, and then we'll pop that there. Yes. See? You can still see that lovely pattern, and you've got a nice colourful page that matches that one, so that's what I'm looking for. I need to take a little bit off. Just a tiny amount. I'm not going to risk cutting it because I just don't cut straight, and there's no point in me even pretending. And then getting it, you know, badly wrong for the person who's going to have this. Okay, so let's do it. I love the fact that you can see that butterfly. Oh, wrong one. So it's going like that. So I need to do. So do you do that? Do you get confused? I'm easily confused, so don't be surprised by anything. In terms of me, you know, you might think, how on earth can you get confused about that? Well, it's me, it's possible. I'm just, you know, hopelessly confused about life in general. Right, here we go. There. I don't want to get it on the page next to it, so just, I love that now. It's funny, isn't it? It's turned out from a dull greyish looking page to a really pretty page. I'll just hold that down a minute while I put this back on. She said, there we go. Nice pocket there. I could put something in it, but let's see. I might just leave it for the lady to do it. It's looking nice. I'm enjoying this now. Really struggled with it for a while, but you know, now I'm not keen on that sharp edge, but it is what it is, and I'm not going to do anything with it. I just think, well, it's okay. I just love the bird. Love this page. Now this is interesting. This was somewhere else because this went with that. So why have I moved it? I think it went with that, or it went with something else. No, it went with that. So why have I moved it from there to there? Because it was like that. So let me see. Page 1. That goes well with that. So why would I have moved it? Oh well. Oh well. I might not put that there then. It's just that I think that's just a little bit boring. So maybe I need to do something there. Then we had this page, and then I think what I think I'll do is I'm going to just put this on here like that, and then that's nicely with that, and it doesn't, you know, you've got something colourful on these pages, and then got that there, which I love. Yeah, it's looking lovely. I'm really happy with it. I feel like I could put something else there as well, something darker, maybe that, or maybe not, but I feel like something else could go there. What about that? That's nice. Sorry, I know I did it again. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm just wondering, should I glue it on? Because, you know, obviously just taking this white edge off if I can. I might just pop it down here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it's pretty, and it will just elevate it a little bit. There. Lovely. Yeah, that's much better, in my opinion anyway. Right, and we've got that, which I love. Need a card for that. That's too small. something like that would have got. Oh, actually, I might have a card that I could put in because I've got loads. I should, yes, I will have a look in my stash. That's nice enough. I feel like it's a bit boring, but it is what it is. That's nice. If I cut that little butterfly out, I think that would be nice. Let's try. I'm getting hungry. I can feel my tummy's about to rumble. I didn't order my shopping. I should have ordered something because I'm, you know, low on things in my pantry. Had a nice long chat with my son today, and then one with my daughter, or one with my daughter and then my son. They both live down south where I used to live. And I get to see them, you know, fairly regularly, but I would love to see them more. Okay, that's not too bad. How about if I put some gold or something underneath that? No, the gold doesn't go. What about book page? Yeah, book page. Why didn't I think of that? That's very yellowy. I might need to choose another book. No, book page works, but let's just see. Yeah, that works, but I'm wondering if it should be lighter. Take that off. There. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm going to use. Okay, made a mess, but never mind. Let's just do this. This will be, you know, straightforward, hopefully. I mean, I could have done even less, but no, I think that works. Okay, and then that on there. Whoops, little butterfly. There we go. Ah, good. And that just sort of helps with that awkward, you know, bit there. See, I've got this here from the same. Now, what if I made a card out of this and you can write on the back? It's so pretty. And I think this is what's going to happen. So I'm going to take off. So I haven't got much room. I'd love that, to have that, but it's too wide. So, and I don't want to, yeah, I'll just cut it and see what we get. Yeah, I mean, I tried to make the book as, yeah, that's nice. That'll go nicely in there. Maybe I'll add some paper to the back just to sort of, just take a little bit off the bottom because I think it's too long. Oh well, let's see. Oh, lovely. I think, guys, this is going to be it. I don't think, I might do a couple of little surprise things if I do a flip through with you, well, you'll know about it